Coming up, we show you how a 5-day memorial brought comfort to Sisseton, South Dakota in more ways than one.
Plus, how USD is preparing students and faculty for when the time comes to roll up their sleeves for the next round of coronavirus vaccinations. Good morning, this is Kelly Land on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
The Sisseton Wahpeton Oyate tribe on the Lake Traverse Reservation has lost various members to COVID-19 in a pandemic that has hit Native Americans hard.
In an effort to bring hope and warmth to the families who lost loved ones to COVID-19, teepees were set up all last week at the SWO Memorial Park in Sisseton.
Elena Littlebird got the idea for the teepees from a similar event in her home state of Montana. For 5 days, teepees were kept up at the park with a fire burning nearby the whole time.
At 5 p.m. each night, the teepees' lights were lit and a prayer was said. People were invited to offer prayers, ties, and painted stones.
It's been an amazing journey. I'm getting a lot of good feedback how the community is just inspired by this. It's beautiful. I think if we could just have people just feel some sort of hope and inspiration, I think that's what is really the point of this, is to let them know that we're doing okay.
Each night, a different group was prayed for, from the youth of the community to the planet and everything around them. The priority for vaccinations in South Dakota right now is centered on people over the age of 80 and high-risk patients. However, staff and teachers at schools and college are next in line. Kevin O'Kelly, the chair for the COVID-19 task force at USD, says they have been helping Sanford Health get a list of staff ready to go who want a vaccine once they're available. Students
on campus will have to wait even longer for a vaccine, but in the meantime, safety protocols are still in place on campus.
Yes, masks are still required in all interior spaces on campus, and we would love to relax them. I would love to take the mask off, but what can I say? It works. Everything we've done has helped keep our numbers low.
USD students have 2 coronavirus testing options available to them free of charge. Turning to weather now, snow fell in Kellerland over the weekend.
Let's find out if we could see any more with meteorologist Scott Munt. Good morning, Scott.
Well, good morning, you two. Good morning, everybody. Sure, there's a chance for flurries and light snow showers as we go through the day today across southeastern Kellerland. There's a bigger system that is to our south with winter storm warnings that stretch from eastern Nebraska all the way into northern Illinois. We do have some winter weather advisories that do approach southeastern South Dakota, but for the most part they are just across the border into northeastern Nebraska, and they do stretch into parts of northwestern Iowa. So we do have that chance for light snow in southeastern Kellerland today. Numbers remaining below average through midweek, especially across eastern South Dakota. But we will return to the 30s, 40s, and 50s for this coming weekend. More details on your forecast with Brian Karstens coming up.
Thanks, Scott. A Sioux Falls man has added an unusual and tragic piece of history to his large collection of political memorabilia. Gary Widman has a house filled with thousands of pins, buttons, and banners going back to President Abraham Lincoln.
Widman has now ordered a button commemorating the January 6th pro-Trump rally that led to a deadly riot at the U.S. Capitol.
I just wanted it because of, because I got offered it first. And I just think it's a day in history that's going to be remembered forever.
Widman says only about 300 of the buttons are in circulation. He paid a dealer $10 for his button. First-generation students at the School of Mines in Rapid City have an opportunity to be a part of the SD First program. These students are the first in their families to earn a bachelor's degree, which may make their college experience a little more difficult.
However, this program offers resources to help.
We'll have monthly workshops that are going to be aimed at things like how to improve financial literacy, improving competence in STEM areas, understanding campus resources, and then, of course, the scholarship piece, which is the biggest piece of all.
The SD First program scholarships offer up to $5,000 a year for 4 years for first-generation students. Supporters of the Sioux Falls Area Humane Society have surpassed a match challenge over the holidays. Last month, we told you about a former Sioux Falls resident, and Ted and Stuart Tufty, that they'd match up to $50,000 in donations to the shelter during the second half of December.
With the husband and wife's match, the Humane Society ended up receiving more than $100,000.
I'm just so pleased with the way Sioux Falls area community grabbed the ball and took it to score. I mean, you know, usually 2020 was not a very good year for anybody. But when the challenge was made to have them match the funds, they came through like South Dakota always does.
The Tufties, who now live in Arizona, are currently fostering their 116th and 117th foster dogs. And let's look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, weather today, pretty chilly out there. We're looking at clouds, pretty thick, even a little bit of light snow trying to develop, or maybe flurries might be a better way to put that, into Rapid City, all the way to Chamberlain. Sioux Falls might even get a few afternoon flurries. And then we are calling for some snow in Yankton today, late today and into tonight, an inch or two there. And then, of course, advisories for snow on the Nebraska side of the border. That also extends into northwest Iowa near Cherokee and Storm Lake. Now, effectively looking at that northeast wind shielding a lot of Kettleland from the effects of that storm, but we are going to see colder temperatures. In fact, slipping below zero. Watertown, Sisseton tonight, even Marshall, Minnesota could be right around zero daybreak tomorrow. Tomorrow on your Tuesday, still plenty cold. The cold air entrenched along Interstate 29 and east. A lot of those hourly temperatures at best here in the lower to middle teens, Sioux Falls, and then looking at maybe a little more snow left over in the early part of the day to the south and to the southwest. Otherwise, as we get into your forecast here, beyond tomorrow, things are beginning to warm up. I don't expect much in the way of snow for most of us here in the next 24 hours, but I still want to highlight Yankton there. 1 to 2 inches. Your high, 23 today. Rapid City might even toss in a little freezing drizzle from time to time. 27, your high. Tonight, low temperature 9 in Pierre, so most of us aren't used to these kind of numbers. These are colder readings, and certainly feeling that tomorrow and Wednesday. But after that, we warm up. Friday's high, 36, Sioux Falls. I think 30s for the weekend. Aberdeen is also trending a little upward there on that temperature scale. 32 by Thursday. 35 on Friday, and Pierre, look at that, 43 on Thursday and Friday, even 50-degree weather returning to Rapid City by Thursday. Check out details with our Storm Center update posted right now at KETHLELAND.com.